Let's talk about X-Wings for your no-dig fence application systems. We have a full X-Wing and a half X-Wing. Full X-Wings, we recommend you use them on all your gate posts. When you drive a 2 3/8 post into the soil, it's a very, very strong post and a great foundation. There may be some movement right at the top of ground level where that ground's not quite as compacted as it is down deeper, and the post may flex a little bit. Even with a schedule 40 2 3/8, might have a little bit of flex. We have less surface area on the post with the soil, so you're gonna have a discrepancy between or a difference between the surface area of a digging set with concrete footing, and that concrete footing is just pushing against more soil, so the post is gonna have less movement on it. So to counteract that for our gate posts particularly, we recommend a full X-wing. What happens is you drop that over the post you already drove in the ground. So the post is already drove. You slide the X-wing over the top. Then we're gonna pound the X-wing into the ground, 6 to 8 inches, and the wings on the X-wing are going to penetrate the surface and give us all of this additional surface area, wings, push on the soil, and it's such a tight fit, there's zero play between that X-wing and the 2 3/8. It's actually made to fit there perfectly, there's no play. And because there's no play in there, the top of this is not gonna move once this X-wing is drove on the ground. The way we drive that X-wing is we recommend just a piece of 3-inch pipe. You would slide the 3-inch pipe over the 2 3/8 you already drove, and then by hand slam that up and down a few times until this full X-wing is buried 6 inches in the ground. Then remove this pipe, and then X-wing is installed. It's done. For a line of fence, if you're worried about wind load and you want to increase the surface area because maybe you have loose soil, or it's a taller fence and you want to increase the surface area of the no dig post with the ground, just use the half X-wing. If the line of fence runs this direction, you would put the half X-wing in line with the way the fence is running. Same thing, drive it 6 inches in the ground. These wings are going to prevent this post from moving this direction and around. The cool thing about these X-wings is this half X-wing and the full X-wing are also made to perfectly fit the patented I-post system. So you can use it for your aluminum fences as well. Your gate openings on aluminum, there's no play in there, it's a perfect fit. Same application, drive it into the ground to stiffen that I-post up for your gate openings, or in your taller aluminum fences where you want a little bit more capacity for wind load. The other advantage of the X-wings, if you have run into an anomaly in the ground, you're no digging and you're trying to get 4 feet on everything, but for some reason you hit some obstacle in the ground, you have a choice. Maybe you're 2 foot deep, which is not deep enough for the height of the fence you're dealing with. Rather than trying to dig out that anomaly in the ground, try to add an X-wing right over top of the post. You may not have full depth in pounding, but you'll be amazed at what this will do. You pound it as deep as you can, add the X-wing, and if it's just a couple of posts, it's probably going to do just fine depending on the application. More often than not, a residential application, these X-wings are going to get the job done and not have to take out the anomaly out of the ground. So another bonus thing to think about with the X-wings. Full X-wing, half X-wing.